Have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 45, 45. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. 45,
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Steps away to his left. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Down right around the 25. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Space. Patch it. Gun.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Watch twins. Check the 8. Check. Out.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Gun. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Hey, defense, back up. 41 Mike. Gun. Twist.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Move, 54.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set. 19. Check. 45. Come on. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, wahoo! You can't block me. You can't block me.
Ryan.
Check, 41.
Looking deep for Julio. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big pickup of 38 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Check. Lucky. Hey, white. Check hot route. What is that?
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
41 Mike. Watch the pass.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan escaping the... Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Hey, white. Mark 55. I'm coming after you. Space. I'm coming after you.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Five. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Let's go, defense. White. Defense. Hey, take.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check it out. Bravo. 41 Mike, 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Come off the ball hard. 41 Mike, 41 Mike. Hey, Tuesday. 41's coming, 41's the Mike. Watch the cone.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
58. Mike 55. Hey, orbit. Pick it up. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Gun. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 55. Let him go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. The 20. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 16. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
41's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Tight dog. Sponge. No. Alert 3. Say, wait. SOS. Base. SOS.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Ryan. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, here we go. 51. 41 Mike. Hey, seam 6. 41's coming. 25 tonight. You got it, son. Hey, 41. Check. Get that quarterback at all costs. 41's the Mike. 25 tonight.
Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, 59, ready. 41, Mike 41. Hey.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, as time expires in the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vecchio good on the extra point. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
He's checking crack. Check. 61, South. Check. Hey, South. Check 6, God.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch the slant. Hey, 4-1 Mike. Watch the run. Hey, Haywood. 41's the Mike. Gun.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Space. Check 13. Gun.
On first down, it's Freeman. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
51, Sam. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Tighten up. 21. Crunch. Hey, South. Kill.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Check. 41's the Mike. Check 41. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Watch the screen. Hey, sprint plans. 41 Mike. Too little, cut. Gun. Motion.
Here's Ryan. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Space.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And it is incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out here midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stop?
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 41. You're not ready. 41 Mike. Hey, high 7. Get that. Get that ball. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
To throw is Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, South. 3 down. Hey, 4-1's Mike. It's coming this way. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Switch. Gun. Hey, South.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Hey, 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Hey, pick it up.
Brings up second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Gun.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
22.
From the 25 on second down. Ryan, throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 17-yard line.
41's the Mike. Check 41. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Space. Get up.
On second and 12, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
45, Mike, 45.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. To throw is Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Quick the edge. Okay, south. Slam. Got it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 70 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 67 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. So that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good set. 19.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's touching.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 45-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
All day, every day, any day. Go, go. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
From the gun, here's Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Here we go, G. Here I come, here I come.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it third and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Out of the gun, Watson. And he he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 76 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Here we go.
Now Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Miller. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Joker, 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 joker. Check 3, check 3. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 20. Check 55 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 31. Check 31. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Shift. Back. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. J.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Check it out, Reed. Big edge.
And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 43. Check 3. Rush in. 20. Watch twist. Hey, wait. Watch twist. Gotta go.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.